Yeah, man. Thanks for everybody who's been watching that last talk video with when I was talking about don't sleep on low budget kicks because they need to be rocked too. Also too, the low budget kicks too, they can last. You'd be surprised, they can actually last. Even though it's cheaper, it might actually last a lot longer than some kicks that's like expensive, like 200 plus or something like that. Just, it always go back to that thing, like just because you pay more for something don't mean it's always going to last longer. And also too, sometimes just because you pay cheap for something don't mean it's going to last longer neither. But as far as kicks go, to be quite honest with you, the cheaper kicks that I got, they really never really too much show any kind of, maybe just some characterization or whatever. Those might have been it. But anyway, today's topic is how I stay sane about this sneaker game stuff, man. I know some of my talk videos might come off as the wrong way sometime, but it's still the truth, and I'm always keep it real. Be like the realest YouTuber, sneaker truther on this channel, on this platform. So what I mean by that is, just keep dropping the truth. So my thing is basically, it's basically how I stay sane in this sneaker game. If you go insane, by what I mean by that is, if you're trying to get a particular release every week or something like that, you get so overwhelmed to the point where you just like give up sneaker collecting or something like that, or you just all of a sudden you don't want to be part of the game no more because you can't get the kick that you want to get, obviously because either bots and resellers got to it and all that stuff, man. Or, it could be a few people on this platform, that just, that you might feel like mislead you or whatever. Not particularly, I'm just talking about YouTube as a platform, like, guys that do sneakers in my realm, in my vertical, you know what I mean? You might feel like they might let you down and all that stuff. I went through all this stuff before. Me, man, as far as the way I look at it, and just to I'll make a long story short because I don't plan to ramble this all out, but I just personally don't worry about too much what the next dude wearing. As far as like the YouTuber stuff, the ones that's actually up there, it's no hate or whatever to them, or no shots fired or no shades thrown and all that stuff, but they get the kicks just, it's like a job to them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could like doing it or whatever. And the perk is you could get nitpick which kicks you want and don't want. But, I can't really be too much. I know they got to actually show shoes that other people like. So if it's like a Jordan or a Yeezy like every week or whatever, I don't get too much wrapped up in that. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really watch too many of those videos. I keep it more underground, like those kind of sneaker guys. Usually these the guys that's probably getting a few hundred views, and even I even watch guys that get a few thousand views or over 10,000 views that I consider not just careering it out, I should say, or jobbing it out, meaning obviously what I just said. This the hype kick of the week, I don't really like it or want it, but I just need it for the views or whatever, that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And that's fine or whatever, because everybody got their own thing and they doing their own thing or whatever. But this is what I'm doing over here, which is buying what I like and stuff like that. I don't know if they like those shoes or not, but one of the ways I actually just remedy that though real quick is, number one, I stay focused on me. Number two, I don't really too much worry about what another person wearing or rocking or another man got, whether his shoes real or fake. I'm over here, man. Like, you would mess around, make your head hurt trying to expose all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not to sound like old manish, but man, I'm just too grown to be worried about what somebody else rocking or whatever, all like that. And by all means, I'm not saying I'm better than certain people and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I don't got time for all that. You know what I mean? Hey, if you buying something for some views, do you? You know what I mean? There's no hate, no shade thrown. Me, of course, I buy what I like. Y'all chime in the comments below, man. What do y'all think, man? Have you ever felt misled? Like, what if a YouTuber, a YouTuber, for example, hype this shoe up, right? Hype it up, hype it up, hype it up. Let's act like this is a collab. This is a collab, y'all, blah, blah, blah. And it's only like 500 made, and they got the name printed on it. They got the number count printed on the inside. And, you know, these gonna run out. These gonna run out. So y'all better get your sleep and all that shit. Come on, y'all know how to be hype beasts of some of this shit. Y'all better get y'all sleep and blah, blah, blah. So then, you know, you don't get the kick or whatever. Well, I guess it really don't matter. You get the kick or whatever. Okay. They get the kick, obviously, because they get, you know what I mean, whether they got seeded or maybe they had a bot to get it or maybe they got a network or a connection, right? But they get the kick. And then you find out that, like, they went to go sell it or something like that. See, some people get up in arms about that because it's like, oh, man, you just bought it for a view and then now you, like, selling it. You never really liked it in the first place. And I think from a viewer standpoint, it felt like that certain person sold you on it, so you feel like, hey, when you was selling this to me in a way, because that's what people was doing, even though you calling it a review, you selling this shit, because that's the point of a review anyway, to go and see if you gonna buy it or not. You know what I mean? It's not because these, like, we just like fabulous people, you know what I mean? But it's some form of selling too. Even in my videos, any kind of review you basically do is almost a form of selling. Because that's the case why I even had a camera on, right? But anyway, so you find out they go and take this kickback, you know, get the money or whatever. And then you might feel like misled or whatever. Like, yo, like I thought you really like that kick or whatever, you know, blah, 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 blah. This is bullshit, right? I feel what a viewer coming from with that, but at the same time, you got to understand that, like, you know, it's just certain stuff that you can't really too much control. And that's that thing right there, that kind of thing, like where, you know, what somebody else rock. It is what it is, man. It's just the cold hard truth. He'll be surprised. Some of these guys probably don't know what a non-hype joint is, or go back in the archives to try to get something out. You know what I mean? Some of they business probably is just reviewing all the hype stuff. Again, I ain't hating. Somebody got to do it, right? Because I mean, people watch it. And again, ain't no hating on my end. I think that's basically it, though, man. I don't want this to run too long or whatever. And again, I don't want it to turn into a ramble. So just to wrap it all up, I stay sane in this game because I buy what I like. I try to, if some of the upcoming releases wasn't, like the new sneaker releases wasn't too hot this year, I would have definitely not been paying attention to that upcoming release calendar, because really I'm bad on upcoming releases. Like I just kind of just comb through the stores, you know, online or whatever, or at the mall or whatever, and just see what I like and then just buy it like that instead of waiting for something to come out. Because then a few things like that happened this year. Like I was waiting on the CR7s, Air Max 97, the Ronaldo joints. And I didn't even know that sneaker was like really that hype. I did check the resale on it, and then I found out it was kind of hype. I was like, oh, because I just naturally had liked them. And man, end up striking out. And I was like, man, that's one of the reasons why I hate looking forward towards like launch dates and stuff like that. That's why you too much never get a upcoming a video from me talking about, oh yeah, you know, upcoming shoes that, you know, this coming out and I want to get my hands on this and that or whatever. You know, not to say that I strike out all the time. Some of this stuff is widely available, but man, you never even know, man. And by all means, I'm not hurt by it or whatever, because I know the kind of climate that we're in as far as the sneakers go in this day and age in 2018. So yeah, I'm not hurt by it or whatever. It is what it is. You know, I just get it later. That's how I look at it. Eventually the hype dies down and the prices come down. And the only reason why the prices is up is because the hype and that demand and stuff, you know, like it always is. So have you ever felt misled? You know what I mean? What do y'all think, man? Y'all know I mean, it's just certain people, you know, it's just certain guys that I just feel is a little bit more authentic with it. You know what I mean? I ain't saying just because you get a lot of views don't mean you're not authentic. I'm just saying, like, hey, you know, what's something different that I haven't seen in my feed that everybody's showing us this week? You know what I mean? It could be a damn Swiss shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had been showing the same shoe all fucking week. But yeah, man. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I am out. Peace.